Gonna be a lot of blending, just like in every single one of my tutorials. Hi everybody, it's Lauren Brown, also known as Raggedy Royal on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and now YouTube. Today we're doing the one eyeshadow look in gray. Okay, so the eyes are primed. What does that mean? I have put on the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and I have just flattened it out with this brush right here. This is an XO Cosmetics 105 brush, and I've just flattened it out. I do not put powder on top. I realized that I start videos off and I'm like, my eyes are primed. People are like, what does that actually mean? I do not put any powder on top. I do not set the primer. I just add the primer, flatten it out all over the eye, and that's it. Now, let's get into the one eyeshadow for today. So we're gonna be going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Boom, and we're gonna go into this gray shadow right here. Now, I got this recommendation from somebody in the comments. So please, if you have a recommendation, a suggestion for a look, you wanna see something, you wanna know something, please let me know down below, because that's why we're even doing it. I never would have picked gray, but this is the gray that we're gonna be going into. Now, let's do a Lauren Brown brush breakdown. Y'all say y'all liked them in the beginning of the video, so let's do it now. We're gonna be using one eyeshadow, 4 brushes. So we're going to be using a super fluffy brush, and the super fluffy brush is going to be used up near the brow bone. As we go down the eye, we're going to go with more tapered brushes. All right, what does that mean? The brush bristles are more closely packed, right? And the brushes look thinner. They are thinner, but more tapered is more of a clear way to really explain what's going on here. So we're going to start with the fluffy brush up near the brow bone. Then as we go into the crease, we're going to go in with these tapered brushes. And then lastly, on the lid, we're going to be using that flat brush, right? So this is your Lauren Brown brush breakdown. Now let's get into the first step, which is going to be taking this fluffy brush. By the way, you can blend from the crease up, so starting with these tapered brushes and go up into the fluffy brush, but we're going to be blending from the brow bone down. I'm going to go into this shade, and oh, the names are on the back. The shade is called Slate. I'm going to be using this fluffy brush. This fluffy brush does not have a name. You can use any fluffy brush that you have that is comparable. I've been using this one probably about a decade or more now. I love it so much. It's from BH Cosmetics back in the day. And I'm going to put that one eyeshadow on the brush, and I'm going to start in the outer corner. With small circular motions, I'm going to be blending all the way up to the brow bone. I don't care if it covers up the brow, because guess what? I know the lady who did my brows, and I can just redo them. If you want to know how to do my easy fluffy brows, you can just go ahead and check out that video, okay? We're not worried about the brows getting covered. What I just did was I flattened out the primer just because it creased a little bit while I was talking. And now I'm just going into that inner corner and blending all the way up to the brow bone. It doesn't matter if we start in the inner corner or the outer corner, because we're having the exact same color all the way across the crease. If you want to see a video where I do different colors across the crease, then that's more of a rainbow eyeshadow look or a multicolored crease. We're keeping it real simple. So it doesn't matter if I start in the outer corner or the inner corner, as long as I make it all the way across the eye, blending all the way up to that brow bone. And the key here is I'm covering up that white. So that primer we had before, that's just the girdle. That's just the underwear, that's the Spanx, that's the panties. We don't need anybody to see that. That's the foundation, right? Just like when you prime a wall to paint it, we don't need anybody to see that. So we're covering that all the way up, well, all the way up to that brow. I'm going to do it on the other eye. Like I said, you can start in the inner corner or the outer corner. I realized I like starting in the inner corner on this, what side is this? My left eye. Just personal preference. And I'm blending all the way up to the brow bone once again. Going in the outer corner, blending towards the inner corner where we've already applied it. Going in with those circular motions. So we've done light pastel colors and we've done dark colors. So we've done dark colors like a dark purple, a dark brown, a dark blue. And the darker colors, you have to spend more time blending it out because it is so dark, right? So we're gonna spend more time blending it out in this video than, say, for example, the pastel blue or the yellow. That's just, it comes with the fact that this is dark. All right, now we're gonna go in with that second brush. So it is more tapered than the fluffy brush, this brush here. And we're gonna go into, you guessed it, Slate, the exact same shade. And we're gonna start in that outer corner and go into the crease. Where is your crease? First of all, look up, look down where that fold is. Now, your crease may look different. I feel like if you watch my tutorials, you can say this part with me. Your crease may look different. They come in all shapes and sizes. It may not look exactly like my crease. So you can always go halfway from the brow bone to the lash line. Where's your lash line? This is your upper lash line here. That just means where your lashes live. So you have an upper lash line and lower lash line. Go halfway from your brow to your upper lash line. That'd be about here. Blending all the way across the crease. Once again, those circular motions. And as you can see, the gray looks darker here than it does up here. Is it darker? No. Is it a different color? No. Is it one eyeshadow tutorial? But that's the power of the different brushes. And you see the difference here versus here. Blending it all the way across the crease. Now, never in a regular tutorial will you just do a step once. So we're gonna go back in with that super fluffy brush and repeat that first step to really make sure that everything is blended and incorporated. So the shadow from the first step up near the brow bone looks incorporated with the shadow blending from the second step in the crease. Yes, indeed. So it doesn't look like two different steps, even though it was. There's gonna be a lot of blending, just like in every single one of my tutorials. Right? Blending is key. And blending can be fun. Like, you can see exactly what you're building and what the outcome is with your own hand. You can see it improve in real time. Now let's add some definition. Let's make it darker. Let's add some depth. So I'm gonna go in with that even more taper brush. So going in with this one here, and I'm going to go in to Slate. I pick it up every single time and show you, just to show you this is the same eyeshadow. No gimmick here. And we're gonna go right into that crease as well. Now this is gonna get a little bit into that lower crease just because it's smaller. Just because the brush is smaller, it's gonna navigate in that lower crease area. Going back in with that second brush and just redoing that step. Getting it blended. I really think that blending is a sign of maturity. Like in makeup, because I feel like usually the beginners are like, oh my gosh, I have to keep blending. It's not blended the first time. And I feel like the people who are more advanced in makeup, who spend more time with makeup, are like, I know I'm going to need to blend more. Like that's not a problem at all. It's actually just what it builds the eyeshadow look. I'm going to go in with this brush. This is a ColourPop E4. I'm going to go into shade Slate, and this is going to go right on the lid. You see that fallout? Yeah. But the darker colors is just an occupational hazard. So I don't mind, you know, wiping this off because I don't have any base makeup on. So I'm just wiping it off. And if I had base makeup on, then I had to navigate that a little bit more. Blend it in and all that. Fix the powder and all that. So I usually say just do your eyeshadow before your face. And I'll probably put that in the beginning of the video. I always try to. I'm going to go back in with that last step. So that last most tapered brush that went in the crease. And I'm going to blend out the crease. So it doesn't look so segregated between what we just added on the lid and what's in the crease. You want everything to flow as one. Now, this is the part where you take some authority. Take your mirror. This is my Alyssa Artistry makeup mirror that's been with me forever. You extend it out, you look, you examine. Like I'm examining and I'm saying that this part right here could be a little bit more blended, and you figure it out. The reason why I tell you exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it so that you can reverse engineer and fix anything you want to fix in real life, right? So, say for example, you're saying, I feel like it does not have enough depth. It looks very, very light, and then you're gonna go ahead and blend more in the crease. Maybe you're saying, okay, no, the crease is dark. The crease is definitely dark. The crease is definitely deep. But I feel like there's no ombre between the brow bone and the lash line. They're gonna go in with that fluffy brush and, you know, really diffuse it. Maybe you're feeling like, I just added everything to the lid. I added it with that flat brush, but I feel like there's still a disconnect. You're gonna go in with that taper brush and blend it out in the crease. So that's why I explain everything I explained, so you can take this second and figure out what you like, what you don't like. In the meantime, I'm gonna go put on my base. If you want to know how to do my base, I have many base videos. I have an entire base playlist, so check those out. Also have a new base tutorial coming up. Either it just happened or I'm posting it after. What can I say? I'm so ahead of it that I'm posting. I'm filming multiple in a short amount of time. What can I say? So you take those base videos out. I'm going to do my base, and we're going to come back and do the waterline, the lower lash line. Yes. Okay. I'm back. All right. So I'm going to go in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and Milk. Yeah, everybody act shocked. I use this all the time. We're going to do a white waterline today because I feel like it's going to go with the gray. I can see and make a case for doing a black waterline with this eye, but although, and walk with me, although this is dark, I feel like it's still kind of light and airy. Like it's not, okay, it's not literally light, but I feel like it's, anyways, we're doing a white waterline. So that's that. And I'm gonna go with this craft brush. This is a Craft Smart, there's no number, but it's one of those Craft Smart brushes that you get at Michael's. I love going to Michael's, and they come in a 4-pack. Exactly. So I'm going to go into the pencil. I like to put it on this brush, one, because when I first got this, I've been using this product since like middle school. I didn't know that you could sharpen it, so that's first. So I didn't even know that was an option, so I was always just digging in them. But also to make sure that it's more precise, because the waterline is so small. If you take this entire pencil, even when it is sharp, it's gonna get everywhere. Okay, we don't want that. So I'm going to go in with that brush, and I'm going along the eye. So going along the eye just like that. Not at the eye, just a glide, right? If you want to know more about the waterline, I have an entire video called Waterline 101, where I talk about different products that I use in my waterline, different colors and how they give different effects, all of it. We go really in depth. Today, I'm just giving you what you need to know for this look right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just go along the eye. Yeah, yes indeed, yes indeed. I'm gonna go in with that flat brush, and I'm gonna go into shade, you guessed it, Slate. I'm gonna go nice and close to the waterline, because this is a gray and it doesn't easily blend into my blush colors, and it is kind of dark. I don't want to just apply this all willy-nilly underneath the eye, because yeah, with pink and orange and yellow, you could be like, I'm just gonna just throw it on there. With gray, be a little careful. You know, be a little careful. Never anxious. Never anxious. Makeup is not something to be anxious about. But careful, yes. Okay, now I'm going to take this Urban Decay 24/7 Ink and Zero and just add me the slightest, oh, this is the brown one. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, this is zero right here. This is the black one. And I'm just going to add just the smallest sliver of black liner. Just because I always add the smallest sliver of black liner these days. Like, this is just what I do for every single eyeshadow look. And that's just to make sure that my lashes apply easier. Oop, okay. We went a little bit out of bounds here. Because we went out of bounds with the liner, I'm just going to let it dry. And then after that, I'm just going to add some gray on top. And that's how I'm going to fix that. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. But you see that little shape? Yeah. I'm gonna let it dry first, because if I do anything now, it's too wet, it's gonna smear. This is just if you ever have any sort of makeup that gets like too out of the way, whether you drop your mascara on your face, whether it's light, just let it dry first, then deal with it. But I do that with every single makeup look I do now. I usually say like, I'm gonna add a little bit of liner, do my lashes, and I don't show you guys the liner part. That's the liner part. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on mascara and put on my lashes. If you wanna know how to apply lashes, I have an entire video for you on how to apply full lashes. Very, very simple with this liner trick. I have to find some lashes that match first of all, and we'll be here all day. We'll be here all day. So I'm gonna add my lashes. If you wanna know about this lip, I have a whole tutorial. I literally looked back in my old tutorial and used the exact same products. I was like, I want exactly that lip, my smoky lip combo. So you can check that video out. It'll come up in the cards. I'm gonna put on my lashes and we'll come back for the final look. Okay, so here is the final look. Thank you so much for watching this video. Here's the final eyes with the lashes, with the lip. We're gonna excuse my nails. I have been packing giveaway boxes. So if you haven't, this is why you need to check the community posts. The community posts, I post a giveaway in there. So I've been packing giveaway boxes, opening all this stuff. So it was best that my nails weren't done. I'm gonna go get them done now. Here is the final look. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, guess what? There's a whole one eyeshadow playlist. We've done red, we've done orange, we've done yellow, we've done green, we've done light blue, we've done dark blue, we've done purple, we've done pink, we've done dark brown, we've done medium brown, like a warm brown, and we've even done white. So go check out that playlist. I also have lots of other eyeshadows that are not one eyeshadow looks, where I use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eyeshadows. So check those out in the playlist. If you want to see more of me, more of my looks, you can check me out in the shorts tab. We post way more looks over there. By we, I just mean me. It's a one-person team right now. We post way more looks over there. Also on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, all that raggedy world, the same way it's spelled down below. And yes, if you have any suggestions, summer is starting, okay? I think I'm going to go on a crazy blitz for June. Keep your eyes on the community posts. We have a lot of things coming up in June. A masterclass, an in-person speaking. We're going to talk about branding in real life. We have a lot of stuff coming up in June. Okay, lots of YouTube videos, lots of stuff, lots of stuff. So let me know down below what you want to see, and I will work it into the schedule. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.